All right, guys. Hey, welcome. We've got Kade Johnson here. Wanted to just sit down and chat with him for a little bit. The guy's coming off an incredible ride down at the Minos. And Kade, you and I really haven't had a chance to talk much and get to know each other. So I just wanted to, yeah, man, sit down and rap a little bit. You had like this one-off deal with Team Green going into that event. And damn, you really made the best of it.
Yeah. It was amazing. The whole story of how it came about and all that was really cool. But just focusing on Minos, it was a great week overall, and yeah, I couldn't have really asked for anything more.
Well, how did it come to be? Like how did Team Green approach you and just kind of give us that rundown?
So I was at the track, riding the dog pound with Burner and Dan, and my transmission went out in the 450. My transmissions have been going out quite often just because when you hit whoops or whatever else. But my transmission went out. And then they came up to me and they were like, so when do your new bikes come in? I think actually Burner said, when do your new bikes come in? And I was like, whenever we go to the dealership, because he thought, and honestly, a ton of people, like everyone thought that I was on factory Yamaha because I had been for so long. And I truly wasn't. So, and they were like, holy moly, we didn't realize that. And, so Dan, got to Colin and got me like a one race, kind of prove it deal, I guess you could say, deal with Team Green. And so he called up, Ryan, and then next thing you know, in like 4 or 5 days, they had a bike out, they had gear out, all the parts. We were testing like crazy, because like I said, I'd been on Yamaha since, they signed me to be like the flagship rider, I guess, for the, 65, like, since 2018, I'd been on only Yamahas, and so it was such a big change for me. And so just getting used to the bike and testing and everyone out there helping out and doing suspension, whatever else. So it was for sure a crammed period of time before Mini O's, but I came to Mini O's and I came swinging, so it was a good thing.
Yeah, you did. Was it tough? You've seen a blue fender in front of you for so long to switch over like that.
Yeah. It was really tricky. Honestly, a little bit. I thought it was going to be more seamless than it was. But everything was different. Like Yamaha has super hard hitting bottom power. The Cowie revs out a lot better. You have to be in a completely different gear. I was running completely different sprocket ratios. I mean, no, I think I had Dunlop and maybe one other sponsor, whatever that was the same. Like everything changed, everything, not just the bike, everything. So it was getting used to all of that, getting used to how it handled. It's a lot more quiet because I think the airbox is in the back, or the airbox is in the back, but I think that's why. I don't know for sure. But it was just so weird getting used to. Like I went out there and I just did like a half a lap, and I was like, okay, we need to change this, that, and the other. I did like a half a lap, and we were just changing stuff like crazy. And then eventually we were like, a day before we left, and we were like, well, we don't get to change anything more. Like we were wanting to change 5 more things. And notoriously, I'm not a picky rider at all. Like I don't care. My suspension is whatever. If it looks good, I'll make it work. Like I am not a super picky rider, but I was like, I want to try to change this, that, and the other to make it feel accurate. And eventually we were like, well, time to go racing.
Yeah.
So
And take us through through the mini O's because, man, you put it together, and that's when you have all of those changes. You were probably feeling a little bit like kind of left out, and it's like, man, you really capitalized on the opportunity. So take us through that weekend or week.
yeah, it was awesome. We first off we got there with we softened the suspension a lot from what the original what originally was, and then we got to Mini O's and I walked the track, and it's not a supercross track. It's like especially for the A riders. But I looked at the whoop section. The whoops weren't huge, but they were like average size. So then I was like, okay, I probably need to go up in suspension spring rate. So then we went out like one or two. And I was able to hit the whoops really good. They were blue grooved, and I was just hitting them fourth wide. So I think I had a really big advantage in that section. And I had a big advantage because I had been riding Supercross beforehand. Like whenever I was riding Supercross for probably 3 weeks before they even said, "Hey, we want you to ride the Cowie at Minos," because I wasn't planning on going to Minos. So I only had like very, very little time back on motocross. So I was comfortable on supercross. And yeah, I mean, the Kawasaki starts amazing. And so I was just getting good starts and putting myself in position to be out front. And then I was just putting in good solid laps. And next thing you know, like the championship that I won, I was like 12 seconds ahead. And so I was like, holy moly, that was awesome. Like I just felt so good. I wasn't even really going that hard, and I just felt really good. And especially I felt really good in the difficult parts of the tracks. And that's an awesome feeling because obviously it's the harder parts. So yeah, then I went first. I got second, and then I went first. But the second first I got was a lot harder to get because everyone started hitting these big old jump lines, and I had to jump them in the middle of the race. But yeah, it was an amazing week. Came out with the Dunlop silver tire, which was really cool. That was my goal before I even went into it. Dan sent me a text and it was like, "Hey, this is a list of the Dunlop silver tire winners. I think you should set your goal to win it." And so I was super glad that I won that. That was my main goal going into the week. So getting that was just awesome and good building blocks for the futures.
Yeah. Rad. So does this deal with Kawasaki now continue? Is there any kind of stipulation that if you won, you'd continue on, or have they made you an offer since then?
No, it's tricky. Before I even went in, though, they were like, "Hey, this is an awesome opportunity." Dan was saying, and Burner were like, "This is an awesome opportunity. This is, it shows everyone that you're not on factory Yamaha, so you're on the market, you're a free agent." But they said pretty much no matter how good you go in and do, they don't have a spot for you. Like Cowie just doesn't have a spot. And so I went in, did really well. And it's kind of, on the fence because they have two riders, amateur riders, slotted in. One trying to go pro. So if, for example, a PC rider gets injured or something, one of those amateur riders goes up, I have a chance to get in. But for now, I'm kind of just like in this half and half limbo, just trying to yeah, just do well in the futures and then get a ride that way. See what the future beholds. But yeah, it's a tricky situation right now, really, for any older A-class kid in the past like 2 years, because you can go out and win everything. And if this was 5-10 years ago, you're getting a huge contract, 5-year deal. But I think the manufacturers are just a little bit more careful with that, just because I think it's bit them in the butt a few times with a few riders didn't work out. But yeah, we'll see how it goes with the Cowie thing. My plan is just go to the futures, do well, and hopefully get a full-time future ride.
So what are you going to go to these future rounds on a Cowie?
Yeah, on a Cowie. Ryan was really nice and worked up some like half deal. So we'll probably stay on a Cowie. We'll see though. But most likely I'll be on a Cowie as this point in time.
Okay. And then what rounds are the futures rounds?
So we have we're round 3 in Anaheim 2. Then we round 4 in Houston. Then we are Daytona, then Birmingham, and the championships in Philadelphia. So, but it's back-to-back weeks for Anaheim and Houston, which should be cool.
Yeah, that's nice. And you've got a good place there. You're going to stay at the dog pound and keep training?
Yeah. I mean, the dog pound is so awesome. I've been loving it recently. My growth has been amazing, and yeah, we're just gonna try to keep going. It's awesome at the dog pound just because you're with a whole group of people that just want the same goal. So it's really fun to train with those boys.
Yeah, for sure. Tell me a little bit about you, Kade, because like honestly, like I said, you and I haven't had a chance to chat much, and I don't know a whole lot about you, if I'm being really honest. Where are you from?
I'm from East Texas, or actually, I'm originally from Salt Lake City. So I was born in Salt Lake City. My dad was like a cross country mountain bike racer / road bike racer, and so I raced in Utah a lot. But the tracks there not very good. And so we were traveling to California every weekend. Like I'm talking, I would get out of school on Friday. I would get in the car. We would drive all night to California, race Saturday, Sunday, drive all night for my parents and me to be back to work or school on Monday. So, and I'm talking like, if there was 52 weeks a year, at least 20, 25 of them, we were doing that. So it was a lot of that. And so eventually, we weren't able to be home ever. So we were like, let's move to Texas because it's centrally located. So we moved to Texas, and so I started training out there. I was still in school. For honestly, I didn't go homeschool until middle school. So I wasn't, or actually I do public school online, but till about middle schoolish, we tried holding off as long as we possibly could, which was awesome. And yeah, then so we were in Texas. I trained there for a while until I trained out there at Swanamex with BJ. He was amazing. He helped me get my base technique and skills for the big bike. And then recently we just took the jump to dog pound. I haven't been here very long, since July or something like that, maybe late June. But we just wanted to be able to ride with faster riders, because pretty much my entire life I've just been riding with either slower riders or myself. So, and it's been awesome being able to ride with all these fast people and whatever else.
Yeah, man, iron sharpens iron. You got to be up against guys that are challenging you and pushing you. You know what I mean? That's how you grow quicker. That's awesome. Any siblings at all, or just you?
Yeah, yeah. I have an older sister. Her name is Aspen. She's in nursing school. Actually, yesterday she just took her final test to end semester one. She's like 25% a nurse, which is super awesome. But yeah, it's just me and her, and yeah.
And your folks stayed in Texas?
Yeah, well, kinda. So my dad right now is with me in Florida. My mom's back and forth. And then my sister is back in Texas. So, yeah, it's for sure a stretch a long ways from home. Before, when I was in Texas, it was nice because the track I trained at was like 10, 15 minutes away from me. I would be able to go home every night. The whole family was together. But, yeah, this dog pound opportunity is too hard to pass up, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the way you got to do it now. It's crazy. It's so different from 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I mean? It's a totally different world. So, but you're in a good spot. That's for sure, man. So what would be your goals for futures? Where do you
For
think you can,
futures?
yeah, who will be your competition in that? And where do you think you'll stack up?
Just the top riders, I guess all the star boys that are, and then all the factory riders, I guess you could say. To get a factory ride, you have to beat the factory riders. So, I don't know. It'll be a really good class this year. I don't think, I may be wrong, but I don't think really, maybe one or two people moved up, which is not normal. It's because the A class, I mean, it's so hard to get into the pros right now for some reason. There's a blockage. So pretty much every A/B rider just kind of stayed where they are at. So, class isn't going to get any easier. And yeah, I think I can go up there, run up with podiums, try to get a few wins if I can. I think that I can run up there with the best of them. At St. Louis, Charlotte for the SMX, I qualified third and first. And then in St. Louis, I was second overall. So, yeah, it was a good week. I think I'm really focusing on, at the races, I'm really hoping that I can hit the whoops really good, because I think that's kind of the future. And just go out there, have fun, hopefully some podiums and wins.
Just get starts, dude. You know how it is. Those things are so
Yeah,
short.
starts with the starts too.
You get a start. You know you got the speed. So, well, I'm excited for you. What's outside of futures? What else will you do this year? What's kind of on the schedule for now, anyway? I mean, I know your plans could change, but
Futures. That's all we have on the plan.
okay.
Everything is just through futures. We're just gonna do futures, kind of go all in on futures, I guess, and just do the best we can at futures. And then after that, hopefully I have some team saying, hey, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. I might do Lorez again, preferably, probably not, but I might if I have to. Combines maybe, even pro national I could do two more because I did one last year. But I mean, we'll have to see and decide. But for right now, it's just futures and just trying to get the best result I can at the futures. Because last year I raced futures, but I really didn't practice any Supercross. I didn't have the access to tracks and whatever else. So this year, now that I actually have access to tracks and some fast riders, I'm hoping to do well at futures.
Yeah, I mean, is there, you're down in Florida, you said racing this weekend. I mean, there's got to be some other events you can go to just to get gate drops and actually work on kind of racing with guys. Is there anything else that you could go and do between now and then or in those gaps of weekends? Arena
Um,
cross?
Probably not.
Can you jump into arena cross?
Oh yeah, I could do a ring toss if I want, but I think what we decided was because it's just such a short amount of time before the futures. We're just gonna race this weekend, just because. I guess we're kind of loading the riding because I rode Thursday. Today's Friday. I rode today. I'm gonna ride Saturday, Sunday, probably Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a few days off for Christmas. So we're trying to ride kind of as much as we can right now. But as far as people to ride with and Supercross racing or whatever else, I'll have the boys out there. I'll have Drew, Seth, the Lawrences, whatever else. So I'll have plenty of Supercross battling, and yeah, I'm just trying to get as much riding as I possibly can, because last year I didn't get to ride at all for Supercross. Like, I raced the futures, but I didn't have the access to the track. So I think this year I'll have an advantage over myself last year, and hopefully can go up there and have some fun. I think I just haven't quite seen my ceiling yet, so I'm gonna have some fun.
Yeah, I think that's obvious. I mean, trying to go from a local motocross track to A1 or A2, that's pretty tough, man. Like, were you freaking out when you walked out on the stadium floor?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like, I rode a lot of I rode some local Supercross tracks, like very little, but I mean, and the problem is also I'm so competitive, and I love racing. And I just will always find a way. And so I went to Glendale, and I just had absolutely no preparation for it. And I went out there, and I didn't want to hit this triple, so then I tried jumping into the face, and I missed with my front wheel, and I absolutely front flipped and broke my collarbone on the second practice. So then I was like, dang, good reset, went home, missed Daytona. And then I was back at it at Birmingham, and Birmingham wasn't, I mean, it was solid. I was second in the first practice, which was awesome, but I got a bad start, ended up like seventh, and it was just good, solid laps. It wasn't a good result at all, but it was good, solid laps, which I was glad that I got all my laps in. It was just learning experience. And yeah, it was just progression. Like, all of my progression throughout the year was from racing, not from practicing. So I'm glad that I get to practice this year and just get better. And I'm already feeling really comfortable with some of the more comfortable with Supercross tracks. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, well, you got the right guys down there to train with. I heard that a couple of guys left though. Is Joe staying?
Yeah, Joe Stain. Joe. I mean, as far as I know, I'm not the head guy. As far as
Yeah.
I know, Joe just got there. So Joe, I had left for Minos, and Joe's first day was like the day that I left. So he had probably rode 2 or 3 days, and then he got injured. And then other than that, there's like maybe one or two amateur riders that might be leaving, but all the pros are still there.
Okay.
As far as I know, though, I'm about 90% sure on that. Don't for sure quote me on that, but I'm 90%.
Well, it's a good group you got down there. I mean, Seth Hammaker is one of the nicest guys in the sport, and he's obviously at the very pointy end of that class. And the Lawrences, great people to watch. I mean, what an advantage, man, to be able to just kind of watch those guys, even if you don't do laps with them. Watch how they do sections and what their corner speed looks like and where their braking points are. There's so much you can gain just watching that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a huge advantage because, I mean, I rode by myself this yesterday, and I was like, man, I set this lap time. I feel a little bit uncomfortable in this corner. I feel like this corner I'm hitting as good as a person can hit it. And I love when I'm with the boys, the Lawrence Bros boys, or Seth, or whoever it may be, to be able to just watch him and watch how much faster they go in a section. I feel like a human being can't go any faster. Like, one day we were all done riding, and we were watching Jet ride, and he was absolutely unbelievable. Like, it was just probably like 5 laps as hard as he could go. and I honestly have never seen a human being probably go faster on a dirt bike. Like same with Hunter, but that one day, that 5 laps with Jet, like he was going in the whoops, and most people, like if you're advanced, you miss the first whoop with your front wheel and start continuing. He was literally going through missing 3 whoops, like just wheeling wide open on a 450, would hit like 2 whoops and just wheelie out. It was unbelievable. Like I'm talking unbelievable. But I mean, back to, I mean, it's just super fun to watch, like big lines and just all how people hit corners and whatever else. It's just such an awesome tool for me. And then like Dazzy, the Lawrence and Burner, they can watch the boys or the Green Riders, and then they can watch me and say, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. And just it's just so awesome having those boys out there. Yeah, I mean, it's so much fun.
Yeah, you're in a good spot, dude, because, like normally 450 guys don't have any problem helping 250 guys. And the 250 guys you're riding with aren't going to mind helping a next, a
Yeah,
futures guy like you,
exactly.
right? So you guys can all work together and there's not a lot of animosity or
Exactly.
I don't want to help this guy because he might beat me. So
Yeah,
you're in
and
a
we're
good
all
spot.
pretty similar in speed. I mean, it's not like a huge difference. Obviously, Jed or whatever else is a decent amount, but it's not like a huge difference. So we can still battle somewhat. And yeah, I mean, like someone like Seth would probably be out of the class, but hopefully he's won back-to-back Supercross championships by the time I even get in. Actually, I'll probably be a rookie and he'll be a defending champ. But yeah, he'll be out quick. So yeah, it's awesome, and everyone just wants the best for each other. And I mean, there's a good group of amateur guys too that are probably going to start riding Supercross as well. So I won't always be the slowest out there, but yeah, it's been fun.
Have you had any conversations with Mitch?
Mitch, no, not yet. We're thinking about maybe going out to. Like we had this Kawasaki thing was such a fast thing. We're thinking about maybe going out to California before A2 to pick up a bike and maybe get some time on some California tracks. Might meet him out there. I don't know. I'd love to meet him. Awesome guy. But no, I have not yet.
Spend some time in pro circuit.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
likes it when guys kind of are
yeah,
persistent. So I'll just
yeah.
say that. Well, cool, man. And what do you do for fun? Like, kind of what are you into outside of dirt bikes?
Golf. Right now I'm golfing like
Oh yeah.
crazy. I've gotten the golf itch. Yeah. I'm not very good at it, and but I really enjoy it. I actually went golfing this afternoon, but yeah, golfing. Other than golfing though, I actually enjoy like riding my bicycle, like working out, mountain biking, road biking. But other than that, like it's just whatever the grind of motocross, supercross, I've really been enjoying recently, especially the dog pound when it's so many fast people. It's like I want to go to bed super early tonight so I can be more rested tomorrow, so I can be closer to the boys or something like that, So I've been enjoying my hobbies other than golf. I've been just trying to get better on the dirt bike, and seeing those small improvements are so rewarding, and just getting tenths and maybe even some seconds. So that's been my those have been my hobbies recently.
Have you been golfing with Jed at all? He's really good.
Yeah. His swing's really good. No, I've yet to golf with Jed. I'm yet to golf with any of the boys out there. They're all pretty good. I'm pretty sure, as far as my knowledge. But yeah, I'll probably golf with them eventually. But yeah, I've been golfing like every day, as much as I can. I've been going to all the cheap courses so I don't go broke. But I love it.
Yeah. Can you legit, no cheating, no Nike wedges, can you actually shoot under 100?
That's my line right now. That's exactly my line.
Okay.
If I'm fully like locked in, someone put money on it, and it's not an extremely difficult course, I could probably break 100. Like I played at my kind of local course, and it's a pretty hard course. Like I would say it's probably like an 8 out of 10 on difficulty, 7 out of 10, and I probably had like two things where I was like, I'm on a tree, I'm not going to hit off that or whatever else. And I think I shot 101. But on an
Okay.
easier course, I've shot like 97, I think. So I'm right on that line right now.
Okay.
It's just a few mistakes. And it's my long game. I can't drive to save my life. But like once I get close to within 100 yards, we're good. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, they say most golfers can't shoot under 100 if they don't cheat. Like no mulligans. If you go out of bounds, count the out of bounds. Like play
Yeah.
legit. Most
Yeah.
golfers can't shoot under 100.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
true. I can't. Like I'm always like That lie sucks. Here, I'll just play over here. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I'll have to go out one day and just fully play locked in golf and just do absolutely none of that. Because yeah, I do agree. If I'm like on a rock or something, I'm like I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get.
you're
I'm
not
spending
taking your
money.
shoes off and hitting out of the lake.
Yeah, I'm not doing all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'd probably, if right now no mulligans, no out of bounds, none of that, I'd probably shoot like 103. So we're getting close. But I've only been golfing since I got here in Florida because there was nothing to really do. Yeah, I've been loving it though. I've been getting the itch.
Is there a combine race at Paula this year?
There's not, no.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's just I'm assuming the combine races are the same as last year, which is Hangtown, Redbud Ironman. They could change, obviously, but that's what I'm just assuming. But I still have two more pro races of eligibility before I have to go pro because I raced one last year. So I could race Paula or whatever pro national I want to before actually fully stepping in. But
If you were
yeah.
going to pick a couple, what would you do? I mean, Paula would be good because you're kind of starting on an even playing field with everybody, where they don't have a bunch of rounds to get
Mhm.
into the swing of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Paula would be tricky. The only reason why I wouldn't mind Paula, the only reason why I wouldn't mind like Paula a ton is because that track I haven't I've not rode that track since like 2019, so like forever. And some of those people just like ride out there all the time, so they would have a
Yeah.
pretty big home track advantage on me. The ones that I think I have the potential to do the best right now compared to the pros, just because we're on even playing field, of meaning that I've raced combines there, are like Redbud or Ironman. Like last year I raced Ironman, but the problem with doing those is I missed the combine. So I don't know. It'd probably be something. I don't know. Something East Coast would probably be best. East Coast is not a combine track, but yeah, anything's fine. I love racing in the pro. Like the one race I did do last year, I raced in the pros, and I absolutely loved it. I mean, I got 16th the second moto, and I came from way back. Like I was like third, like in the last 5-10 people. So it was such a fun moto, and I was a 3D Zach. I was number 903, and I was a rookie, obviously. So like if I would pass someone, I mean, they would absolutely clobber you the next corner for no reason. But I mean, it was so much fun just racing pro. Like you were racing pro. Like it was so awesome. It was kind of the same experience as being able to race under the lights for the first time at Supercross. Like it's like, holy moly, I'm racing. Like actually.
Yeah, kind of a pinch me moment. Which national did you do last year?
I raced Ironman, so I missed the combine, which kind of
Yeah, that
wasn't
sucks.
optimal. Yeah, I think I would have done really well at last year's combine, but I did pretty well at the race. Like it was, I think I was the first privateer, and I was a rookie, so I was right behind Ryder D. But yeah, it was a really cool experience.
Being like a Florida and Texas guy, are you good in the sand?
Yeah, I'm solid in sand. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'm like a
Sand master.
European,
Okay.
like a llama master, because I don't like ride in the sand a ton. But yeah, I could for sure get around in the sand. Like it's I don't think my ability goes up a ton or down a ton. I think it kind of just stays the same. I'm
Yeah.
probably but yeah, I enjoy the sand quite a bit. Actually, the race I'm racing this weekend is pretty sandy. But it's kind of the same thing with mud. Like I don't really ride mud, but I think I'm pretty good in the mud. So yeah, that's kind of just you
Yeah.
know.
Well, Southwick's good if you're fit. That would be a
Yeah,
good
I could
spot
do
to go.
Southwick. Could
Budds
do
Creek is
Southwick.
awesome. That would be a good one to go to.
I was thinking about Budds Creek. I was thinking about like something like Budds Creek, Unadilla. I don't really know because I don't have all those tracks memorized because they're not amateur tracks, but something of that sort. Probably not Southwick just because it's so far away, and it's kind of a I don't know. It's just kind of a different type of track, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm open to anything. If someone says, "Hey, we'll sign you, but we want you to go pro at Fox," I'm like, "Sweet, let's go pro at Fox." Like I'm completely open for anything. Like I'm loving the idea. So yeah.
All right. Well, listen, dude. I really appreciate you just taking a minute to chat with us. I was really impressed with what you came out and did at the Minos, and I'm excited to see you at the future stuff this year. I think you're going to have a solid season breakout, and these teams, sadly, our sport gets guys hurt, and there's always a spot for a
Feelings.
guy
Yep.
who's capable. So
Yep.
get yourself ready. Stay ready. You don't got to get ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm chomping at the bit. I'm waiting. Put me in, coach. I'm like I feel like Tom Brady on the bench right now. So yeah, I'm really excited. I really want an opportunity, and if I do get one, I'm gonna try to make the absolute best out of that situation. Yeah, I'm excited for this next year. I'm excited to go racing. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, Kate, thanks for taking a minute to chat with us. Kick some butt. We'll see you at Anaheim too. All right.
All right, sounds good.
Have a great Christmas, buddy. We'll catch up soon.
Thank you.
If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos, comment what you thought, and share it with your friends.